Let me start the recording. Okay. So basically, can someone tell me what is a thread dump? Any idea?
So those are the logs, right? Our logs.
No. Server logs are different. So basically, thread dump is a dump which gives us the states of our threads in the application, whether that particular thread of application is running or waiting for some other threads to do its task, or blocked or idle, right?
Okay.
So thread dump gives us the activity of threads. Basically, it gives us the activity of threads, the state of the threads of my application. Okay. Now as a middleware admin, not only WebLogic, as a middleware admin, you always have to take a thread dump. Okay. Now understand very carefully why and when do we take thread dumps. That is very important. Okay. Now someone complains, the user complains, the application is very slow. Okay. Application is very slow. What will you do in that case? If someone says, well, it's taking a lot of time to load a page, application is slow, if I click on something, it renders and renders and renders all the day long, and then after 5-10 minutes I get the page. So in that case, what will you do at first place?
So we'll analyze the logs.
Hmm.
So then we find out if there is any process which is taking more time.
Hmm.
And so I think again thread dump will come into picture, right? Because thread is each requester kind of thing, right? Each
Hmm.
thread. So how much
Hmm.
time it is taking, and if there is any hung thread or something like that.
Hmm. Okay. So basically, first of all, when such thing happens, you will hardly get anything in the logs. Okay. You will not get anything in the logs.
Okay.
Second of all, before checking the logs, what I will do is I will try to access it at my place, the same application, because the problem could be at the user's end where he must be having a network issue. Who knows whether he has a network issue at his place or not, right? So first I'll try
Yeah.
to access it. Now I find out that yes, it is actually slow. It's taking a lot of time to render a page or open a page. Then I will try to check the logs. Okay. And as usual, when such things happen, when application is slow, 99.99% of the time, you will not get anything in the logs. Okay. So if
Okay.
application is slow, the other thing that comes into mind is the resources of my system, because at the end of the day, the application is hosted on my server, right? It is hosted on Linux Z575. On this, the application is hosted. So let me check the health of the server. Okay. So first of all, when I see the load on the server, most of the time the load seems to be normal. Okay. But you will see the CPU utilization of the server has gone high. So how do you
Okay.
identify that? There is a command in Linux called as top, top, top. So when you give top command, give that command, top, and enter. So when we take thread dumps, basically, when you see, if you see this, the PID first one says 1675, 1799, CPU percentage is 1.329,
Yes.
right? So basically, in real-time environments, you will have minimum 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 CPUs. right? When you
Right.
see, okay, when you press 1 here, it will show you how many total CPUs. 1 after the command top, when you give 1, it will show you the total number of CPUs you have on your server. Okay, so if you see 1 or 2 CPU of the server is taking more than 100% or 100% or 150% or 200% or 300%. So that means there is a problem with my application thread. Can you tell me why? Why does that mean there is a problem with my application threads if the CPU goes high? And then let's say there are 4 CPUs. I see 2 CPUs being highly utilized, more than 200%, 300%, or more than constantly more than 100, 150%.
So then memory usage is more, right? So you are consuming all the memories in those CPUs.
No, the CPU usage I am saying.
Oh,
The percent CPU you see in this top command. Okay, now there are 2 CPUs which says one is 170%, one is 120%, and that is constant. It's not changing. So I say when you see a high CPU utilization, we must take thread dumps. But can you tell me why do I suggest that, or why do I advise that when the CPU goes high, take a thread dump? Why not heap dump? Guys,
No idea.
very simple.
so
It's very, very simple. If you know Java, how Java works, then it will be very easy to answer this question. Okay, now understand one thing. The reason why I advise this thing is because there is a logic and basic understanding. Java is a multi-threaded application, right or wrong?
Right.
So when you say Java is a multi-threaded or multi-threaded application, it will use all your CPUs for serving the requests. If you have 4 CPUs, then all the 4 CPUs will be utilized by your Java application to serve the request. If I see 2 CPUs being highly utilized, that means there is a problem in my threads. Make sense
Yes.
or no?
yeah,
Right? If I see constantly couple of CPUs or one CPU is high, that means 100% there is a problem with the threads of application, because Java is multi-threaded application using all the CPUs. So from here I get the PID. If you see the first column says PID, so I will check which PID is it. Now there can be, now in real-time environments what happens is, on a single server you can have 5-6 domains with 5-6 or 7-8 admin servers on a single server. Okay, domain would be different, and there would, for different domains there would be admin server. So with this PID I can identify which particular service is that. If I give ps-ef grep PID, I will know what service is it. Okay, now in this case it's 179. See, it says Java is utilizing CPU now 5.960, 21.63% of memory. So if you do ps-ef space pipe grep 1799, see what process it is. It must be your admin server process, because you have just started the admin server. Pipe. Okay, for number you don't have to give hyphen I. Understand?
Okay.
For number, case sensitive, for only words. See, what is it? WebLogic. It
It's
says d
WebLogic.
WebLogic name is equal to admin. Can you see that? Hyphen d WebLogic name is equal to admin. So that is the admin server process, right?
Yes.
So when you see this CPU is going high, at that point in time we must take thread dumps. Now there are a couple of ways to take thread dumps, but the best way is to use the system command, the Linux command. okay, which is kill space -3 space the process ID.
Okay.
Kill space -3 space the process ID. This is used 100%. This command is used widely to take the thread dumps. Okay, so by default, if you have enabled that standard error logging enabled in the loggings, if you remember, we saw that logging, right? There was an option standard error logging enabled. Do you remember, guys?
Yes.
I said that if you enable the standard error logging, then all the errors will be written to the .out file. Do you remember, or you
Yes.
guys forgot?
Yes, we do that
Yeah.
from console, right?
Yes. If you enable that, if you have enabled that, then when you kill space -3 space the PID, by default the thread dumps will be logged in the .out file if you have
Okay.
enabled that. If you have not, then it will go to .log file. But what I prefer is I open two consoles, two terminals. Kill -3 space the process ID. In the other terminal, I use the command tail space -f ms1.out, redirect the output to a file called as threaddump.out or threaddump.txt, whatever I want to give. Okay, and then go to the
Okay.
other, enter, go to the first terminal, give enter. So minimum 5 to 6 thread dumps you must take. Minimum 5 to 6. Minimum 5 to 6 thread dumps, and that too, that thread dump must be in minimum 5 to 10 seconds interval. So let's see how to take it. Okay, let's say
Okay.
kill space -3 space 1399. Okay, 1799. Enter. Did you give enter?
Okay.
Yeah, up arrow. Wait for 5 seconds or 6 seconds or 7 seconds. Again give enter. Again wait for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, give enter. Again wait for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, give enter. This way we have to collect minimum 5 to 6 thread dumps.
Okay.
Okay, why 5 to 6 thread dumps, can you tell me?
Depending on the number of threads, or
Yes, we must take minimum 5 to 6 thread dumps, but why should we take that number of thread dumps? The reason why we must take 6 to 7 thread dumps is because when you give enter after 2 seconds, 3 seconds, you break the threads. Break the threads, and you get to know the request of a particular threads during that time interval. Okay, and when you take more, you will get more details about the thread, and then it becomes easy to identify what is the issue. Okay, now for beginners, like you have never taken thread dumps, right? How to read it, you don't know. So I
Yes.
actually don't use any tool to monitor it, but there are two tools which I would prefer. I would not prefer, but I would suggest you is, one is called as Samurai, SAMURAI. I have given you over the chat, and the other is called as Thread Dump Analyzer, which is also called as TDA. Again, I have given you over the chat. Now, if you want to learn thread dumps, please go use the second one that I have told you, thread dump analyzer, because it analyzes the thread dumps and gives you in a plain text format how the thread is behaving and what is the issue and why is the issue. So the more you take thread dumps using thread dump analyzer, you become used to how it is analyzing it, and then you understand how to read it manually as well. Okay, Samurai, what it does is Samurai graphical representations, the GUI. Running threads will be in green, idle threads will be in orange or some other color, and the blocked threads will be in red. So understand one thing, whenever you see blocked threads, B-L-O-C-K-E-D, blocked thread in your thread dumps, that means your application is screwed. Immediately report it to the developer. The developer knows what needs to be done. Okay. Most of the time you will see many threads waiting on monitor entry. That means that particular thread is waiting for some other thread to complete its task so that it can also do its task. So that means there is a problem with that particular thread which is not getting released. Again, you must report it to the developer. Share the thread dump to the developer. Okay. And most important thing, thread dump must be read from bottom to top.
Okay.
From bottom to top. Thread dumps is read from bottom to top. Any questions, guys? Well, I would have shown you a thread dump, basically how real-time thread dumps look. But the problem is I cannot show, because if I connect to VPN, I won't be able to connect to GoToMeeting. So what I will do is I'll try to get a thread dump to my local machine, see how I would be able to do that, and then I will share that thread dump to you guys. But request would be not to share that to anyone. That is my application specific thread dump. That would be my application specific thread dumps. Okay. Then you'll see how real-time thread dump looks. Maybe you can also take a thread dump in your environment and then you can try to see how it looks. When you take thread dump, there is no issue. You can take thread dumps whenever you want. So when someone complains my application is working slow and all those stuffs, when you check the memory looks fine, but the CPU utilization is high, take a thread dump. Now the second scenario is someone says, oh my god, the application is going out of memory. Okay, application is going out of memory. There is not enough space on the server. Server is being utilized high. At that point in time, you must take the heap dump. Now, what is heap dump?
It gives the memory related information, how we are utilizing memory by application.
Okay.
We get the statistics.
Okay. So thread dump is basically the snapshot of the memory of your application. Okay. Snapshot of the memory of the application. And to read the heap dump, you will only need a tool. And I suggest, not advise, I suggest and recommend everyone to use a tool called as MAT, Memory Analyzer Tool by Eclipse. Wonderful tool, 100% success ratio. 100% success ratio. I would say 200% success ratio. Okay. Now, how do you take heap dump? Again, very important. If you are using JRocket Java, then it is taken using the command called as, what is the command? HP, sorry, the command is, what is that? Okay, go to JRocket, to the Java bin. Go to Java. Which Java you have? Yes, go here. Yes, that is the Java. Perfect. No, Java is a directory, a file. Go up to bin. Enter. For JRocket, it is scroll little up. JRCMD. Can you see that? JRCMD. So that is the command to use Java, the thread dump using JRocket. So give /JRCMD help or give only JRCMD. It will show you the usage. /JRCMD. Okay, that's fine. Okay, see, 23150. Okay, okay. 1799 WebLogic. So no, not this is not the JRCMD space hyphen help. JRCMD hyphen help.
Oh shoot.
Okay, usage, see, PID or hyphen P and the this command. Okay, wait, let me give the exact command for JR. Okay, just a moment. Hmm. Okay, just use the command JRCMD space the PID space file space name is equal to JRCMD space file space name is equal to any file name that you want to give slash in the location where you want to give. Let's say /tmp admin.hprof. Yeah, .hprof. Now hprof is an extension of the heap dump which is widely used and which is actually read by almost all the tools. No, .hprof. Heap dump.hprof. Okay. Yes. You are giving the location, right?
Okay. Yes,
.hp
and
always hprof. There are other extension as well which is called as .map, .bin, but most of the tools, not most of the tools, almost all the tools can read this hprof.
okay.
Okay, you enter, see if it is giving an error with the command. See, it has written the unknown command file name. Okay, wait. Why does it say unknown command? Okay, now give file name in a single word. Up arrow file name in a single word. File name is equal to again. Does it give unknown command? Just a moment. JRocket. Exact command I have used so many times. JRCMD. Just a minute. The exact command is, let me take this. Okay, my bad. So the command will be jrcmd space the PID space, instead of that hprof dump space, no, not that hprof dump space file name is equal to now give that path. Okay, enter.
Couldn't dump heap.
Why? Do you have access or couldn't dump heap? Why does it say couldn't dump heap? Give in the same location.
I given full path, right? Currently
Yes.
I'm in directory.
You, why does it say could not dump heap? Give free space -m. Enter. No, you have cached memory, right? Df space -h. Oh my goodness, it must allow you to host. Okay, give only /home and then give up arrow, up arrow. Okay, give only file name, HP, whatever it is. Enter.
Done.
Okay, now this will be returned to your domain home directory. So there was a problem writing on that home directory. That's the reason it did not write. If you would have given
Okay.
/tmp directory, then it would have written /tmp as well. So if you go to the domain home directory,
Let me note down this command.
yes,
HP.
and if you are using your Sun Java, and I've given you the command, you can use that command jmap. It is again in the Java bin directory, jmap command. I've given you over the chat. So nowadays, earlier when we started WebLogic, people used JRocket, but then people are very comfortable with Sun Java, so that's the reason they mostly use Sun Java for WebLogic. Okay, so I have given you the command how to take a heap dump using the Sun Java. It's jmap-dump :format space -b. File is equal to the name of the file name where you want to dump space the PID.
Okay.
Okay, this is how we take basically the thread dump in Sun Java. Okay, note it down.
Yes,
You see that?
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this heap dump, you'll have to use a tool. It is not human readable. Okay.
Okay.
So the tool that I give you, use that tool only, because you will have very good success ratio with that. Very easy. It will basically, what that tool gives you is, first it will ask you what do you want to find. Okay, leak suspect. There is something called as leak suspect. Select leak suspect and it will give you the possible error or the possible reason why it has gone out of memory. Then it will give you the objects that are consuming the high space, and those are the suspect which are responsible for this out of memory. Okay, so
Okay.
use that tool. Very wonderful tool, very easy to use and very good tool. Okay, any questions, guys?
No, Shankar.
Punit,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, now many of the time the application goes out of memory, right? Before we can
Yes.
take a heap dump, application goes out of memory. So it is always recommended or advisable to use some parameter for taking the automated heap dumps. Okay, for taking the automated heap dump.
Okay.
So how to take automatic heap dump? I have given you a command over the chat. You must add to the JVM argument, where in the set domain env.sh file, where we have XMS and XMX value, where we define the GC. In that you will have to add this line. Okay, what this line says: whenever the application goes out of memory, please write that dump into this path, into this file. Okay, this is a dummy location I've given. You must add this. So what happens is, my application can go out of memory at 2 a.m. in the night. I have no worries, because I know if it goes out of memory, it's gonna dump it, and I can use that heap dump to analyze in the morning when I go to office in the morning. Okay,
Okay.
so always use this. So when you use this, you will hardly get an chance to take manual heap dumps. Why? Because this will do my task. This will automatically generate the heap dumps whenever the application goes out of. Clear?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
No. And we provide this parameter in startup script, right?
In the
Environment
set
parameter.
domain env.sh, where we have
Yeah, right.
XMS and XMX value,
Yes,
there
correct.
we space and then add these parameters. Okay, clear? Any questions?
No.
Sure.
Yes.
You'll have to go through it again and again to get a good understanding, and you'll have to start, finding the process PSF and FGF using this command in your environments, and trying to see how it is enabled and all those stuff. So you can use your lower environments to do the R&D, the int environment, dev environments to do the R&D, take the heap dumps, thread dumps, and see. Okay, now we will see the next topic would be your web server to WebLogic integration. Okay, now for that you will have to install a web server, because the default web server that is there in your system is not good enough for us to use it for integration.
Okay.
Okay, so we will have to install web server. So from your console, or from your this thing, what you call it as, yeah, go there, download Apache. No, in browser, Google, download Apache.
Okay.
Apache is a web server. No, you'll have to do this in your Linux machine, because will you be able to copy to your Linux machine from here?
No, directly I will not able to
Yeah,
copy that.
download Apache over here. Okay, go to that download of your first link. So you have root access on your system, right?
Yes.
Okay, 2.2.31. We will need this 2.2.31, 2.2 version. So scroll down. Yeah, if you click here, it will take you to that page. Scroll down.
This one, right?
Apache, yeah, 2.2.31. Yeah, tar.gz, yes.
We have to copy this one, right?
No, you click on it, it will download.
Okay.
No, not on that. Yeah, click on that. Save. Okay. Now to download Apache, you have to become a root. Or I mean to install Apache.
Apache, okay. I'm looking for that folder name
By
download.
default, I think it will go in downloads, right? Can you go there and see where it has gone? You could have done that, right? Open containing folder, whatever it is. Home
Uh,
SM003 in downloads. I think it should be in downloads.
Here.
Yes, check it. Control W. Yes. So become root now. I hope you must be knowing how to install Apache, everyone, both of you.
No,
No?
I haven't installed this one.
Okay. So this is how we install Apache from source. Go to the location, extract the file first. Sunit, are you aware of Apache installation? Have you done it before?
No, Shankar.
Not done before? Okay. Basically what happens is nowadays Apache installation is taken care by the Linux admins.
Okay.
Okay, but when I started earlier back, we used to do everything. Yeah, task
That
space
command.
hyphen zxvf space the file name. Zxvf. Okay. LS7LRT. I think we will have problems with your system. 99% I think. Let's see how it goes because you are using SUSE. So go inside this the directory that is created. Okay. So to install Apache, the first step is download it from source, extract it, go to the extracted directory. Okay, and then there is a command to run that is called as /configure. If you see the configure command at the last, /configure, enter. This checks the system dependency for Apache. If there is any problem in your dependency, then it will say cannot install, it will fail. So far looks good in your system. See, it says checking for. Now in the meanwhile, you can start your managed servers as well, because we'll have to access that, right?
Okay.
We'll need to access the application from directly, right? From this thing. Enter one more, enter. Okay. You did not give ampersand.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Okay. Okay. Now go to the second console.
Yeah, here I am.
Okay.
Yes.
It is done, right? Now the next command after doing this is, next command is make. Make means it will compile the code. Okay. M-A-K-E, make.
Okay.
Enter.
Okay.
Entering directory, this. It's compiling. Hopefully it gets compiled successfully. Sunit sir, you seem to be very silent.
No, I'm actually I'm watching today.
Okay. So basically the third command, you can use the two commands at the same time. After this, the command is make install. It will create the directories of Apache and put everything in that directory. Okay. So you can use the command make space ampersand space make install. You can use the two commands together, but that you can use in a real-time environment servers, not on the servers that we have installed, because there are so many things that could be missing. So we will not understand from that. So that is the reason I am asking you to run the two commands one by one.
It's
Okay.
failing.
Where
No such
OMSD,
directory.
which one says? Can't read user leave 64 LV, no such valid directory. Recursive failed. Yeah, that will give us an issue.
Yes.
That will give us an issue. Sunit, can we share your screen?
Shankar, actually I'm using another laptop where I do not have this.
Okay.
I thought
So
of Shankar's is Sudhakar's machine, so
yeah, search this in Google. What does it say? We will have to fix that. The entire stuff. Grape this thing. Use grape also. No need to give anything.
Okay.
Yes. See, Linux said can't use no such directory. Open 3 4. First, second, third. Second one says it is solved. Build matching. Open 2 3. Yeah. The second one. Scroll down. I tell you please scroll down. Scroll down. No. Scroll down. Scroll down. Down. Okay. So this is you'll have to add. Okay. Yum install. Hold on. Yum
Okay.
install
Okay.
libtool lt table. Can you see that?
This right?
Yum install libtool. Yes.
I need to install this one first.
Yes. Use this command. Yeah. So there are dependencies on your system. Basically, in real-time systems, you will not find this because every dependency is covered while installing. But yes, this is very common when we do it at home and all. CNF yum. How? This is SUSE, right?
Yeah, I will get command for this one.
It says right CNF yum. In the command in the error itself it says. See, it says yum is not a typical use command not found to look a package. It contains like this CNF yum
Okay. CNF.
space yum space install space.
No, I think we have to use CNF only to download.
Oh, yum path yum. Okay, it says try installing with Zyper. Install yum. So I think it is Zyper in your case. ZYPPR.
Mm.
No, only Zyper. ZYPPR space PPER. See, try installing with Zyper. It says ZYPPER
Okay.
space install. Paste it.
It's installing now.
So for SUSE it is Zyper.
Yeah.
So I also learned new thing today. Never used SUSE in my life. Zyper. Mostly we use the Red Hat systems, Linux systems. So it is always yum install.
Yes, right.
Yes. Why? And enter. Okay. Now give the command make, 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 enter. Now let's see if you're getting the error again.
Yes, it's done.
Okay. Now the next command is make space install.
Make
Make space
space.
install. No hyphen, only make space install.
Okay.
Enter. Now it is creating directory and dumping the configuration and everything over there.
Is it showing completed now?
Yes, it is done. Okay. So your Apache is installed in user local Apache 2. Okay, now go to user local Apache 2, cd/user local/Apache 2. Enter. ls/lrt. Okay. Now these are the directory. Our main focus is on the conf directory. The main configuration file resides in conf directory, conf. Go inside that.
Okay, what next now?
What next now? You have installed Apache.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what you have to do is, first step to integrate Apache with WebLogic is, if you see there is a modules directory over there, right? You will have to copy the WebLogic plugin or web server plugin from WebLogic directory to Apache directory. Okay. So the web server, where is the web server plugin located in WebLogic? Go to the WebLogic location. Where is the web server plugin located? Guys, where is the web server plugin located? Your node manager has gone down. So your managed server must have also gone down. Can you please check?
If it is already up, then it will not down, right? It will not go down.
Check. It is
It's
running now.
showing. Yeah.
Okay. Check your deployment. The web server plugin, where is it? It is inside middleware home server. It is inside middleware home server. Yes, you are in the right directory in the server. Why you became this thing? You have to go from that you did not have to come to this, because to copy it you will need root access, because your WebLogic Apache is installed as root, and the location where we have to copy that plugin is used by root. So you need to become root for that.
Okay.
You cannot copy it using this. You have to be root. Copy that location. PWD, copy that location. Go to the next year. Go to the root console. Okay, now CD,
Okay.
CD. Sorry, got LS7 LRT. CD plugin. CD plugin. LS7 LRT. Okay, what is yours? Yours is Linux, right? Or
Yeah.
anything else? Yeah. So go to CD Linux. It's small alias. Okay. Now, what is yours? Do u namespace -a, because see, these are the models of your Linux, type of Linux. So you have to exactly use the one that we are using. If you select, if you're using 8664, okay, yours is 8664. So you can go inside it. If you are using 8664 and if you go to i686, you will not be able to connect from your web server to your WebLogic. Okay. So you have to ensure which family you are from, you belong to, and then you have to use according to that. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now here the plugin that we will be using is mod underscore WL underscore 22.so. Now why I will use this mod underscore WL 22.so, because the Apache version that I'm using is 2.2, right?
Right.
Apache version that we have downloaded, what was that version? 2.2.
Yes.
So that is the reason it will be 22. If it was 24 over here, then the Apache that I would need to connect to it, it would be Apache version 2.4.
2.1.
Yes. So this is how this we have to identify which plugin to use. Sunit, clear?
Yes, Shankar.
Okay. So now we can copy that module CP, the module name 22.so, space /usr/local /apache2/modules. Don't have to type. Use tab, modules, mod tab, enter,
Okay.
enter. Now go to modules directory and see whether it is there, copy it perfectly. Now that is step number 1, to copy. Okay. Once you have copied, you have to do some configuration change in the Apache configuration. Okay. So I have given you something over the chat. Okay. Now is it there? Have you copied it? One more thing I
Yes.
have given over the chat. One more thing. Go to chat. Okay. Now we have to do the configuration change in Apache configuration. So to do that, you will have to go to the file. The main configuration Apache configuration file is httpd.conf. httpd.conf. Go back. Conf. cd conf. You see this httpd.conf. This is the main configuration file of Apache. If you remove this, Apache is gone. Okay.
Okay.
So vi space httpd.conf. Enter. Now here there will be a section called as load module. So if you scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, 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 down. There must be a load module directory. You have to search for that. It's not there. No, no, I think we have come down now. No, 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 it's not there. GG, type GG, go to top. No, capital L and small OAD, load. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, load module. Okay, come to the end of that line. Yeah, enter. Now paste what I have given. Load module, WebLogic underscore module space modules slash mod underscore WL underscore 22.so. Okay. Now what are we doing with this? We are saying the Apache configuration file. We are saying Apache, dear Apache, please load this module hosted or placed in the location modules directory. The name is mod underscore WL underscore 22.so. Okay.
Okay.
So after loading that, go to the next stuff that I have given you. The load module stuff. Okay. Copy that entire stuff from location handler. From location stat. Yeah. Okay, and after that paste it. Where you will paste it? Enter. Yeah, after that hash. After that hash. No, after that hash. There is a hash, right? No. After that
Here.
hash. After load module, there is a hash, right?
Okay, after that hash.
Yes. After that hash. Paste entire stuff. You enter couple of enters and then so it should look nice. Yeah. Paste it. Okay. So what does it say? No, it has been not been copied properly. LO is gone. LO is gone from there. Yeah, location. Okay. Now I say location slash set handler WebLogic handler. I mean it means after your Apache URL, let's say hdfcbank.com slash after if I use slash redirect my page to the application and fetch that page. Okay. And in the after
Okay.
that location you enter location where the location has ended slash location. Yeah. After that you one enter. Yeah. Now looks good. And then after that I say my define the if module in WebLogic. This is the exact way you have to. If you do it anything different, it will not work. If module mod underscore weblogic.c. This is the WebLogic module. WebLogic cluster. I have given my host name, port number, host name, port number. Now you have to replace that host name and port number with your host name and port number. What you have defined in your WebLogic.
Okay. We have to give port number that admin server.
No, is your application hosted on your admin server? Where is the benefits application hosted?
Yeah, it's hosted on managed server, right?
Then why will you give your admin server?
Yeah, we have to provide managed servers with no ports
Yes.
local.
And whatever the host name you have given, it is localhost, it is
Okay.
localhost. If you are giving
Local.
IP, yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's local host
Localhost,
for
yes. So whatever, because what we do normally is we give the host name where my managed server is, right? So in your case, it is
me.
localhost. Both is localhost. So you'll have to define according to that. So it is localhost, but the port numbers you will have to change.
Done.
Hmm. Save and come out of it now. Okay. Now do one thing. Okay. Now do one thing. Now start your Apache. So how do you start your Apache? In the bin directory, you have a command to start Apache. LSF and LRT. If you see there is a command called as Apache CTL. So / Apache CTL space start space start. Enter. Oh my God.
Something is wrong in that file.
No, it's not wrong.
No
Go to,
such file or directory.
yes, low
Yeah.
shared object file. Okay. What is that? Cannot load. It is there, right? USR local Apache 2 modules mod underscore WL underscore 22. No. Go to that location. Now this you'll have
Okay.
to fix
This
it.
one.
This is a common error.
I think we are downloaded that to the different this Apache location here, that SO.
No, it has to be inside modules. No, we copied it to modules. We have copied it to modules.
No, I think okay. Modules.
No, this is a common error.
Yes, here.
We have it, right? Mod underscore WL underscore 22
Yes.
right? Now see what, okay, load modules slash mod underscore WL underscore mod underscore WL. So is it correct that we have given? Check that conf file. User local Apache 2 conf distribute conf line 54 it says. So basically we'll have to Google it because this is the most common error with the
Okay.
this thing. This is the most common error with installation basically. Yes, it is correct. There should be no issues. Copy that. Cannot open shared object file, no such file or directory. Lib stdc plus, no, not that, not that. Lib stdc from there to no such file or directory. Copy that and do Google. From lib st, yeah, from there to, yeah, to here. Copy and do Google. We'll have the solution over there. See, it's there. Solved. It's Ubuntu, but RHL sen. Search for SUSE also. Scroll down what it says. No one has searched for SUSE so far. Remove all those one. The other one, remove, close that terminals. We don't need it. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down.
I think we need to install this one.
Yes. Where does it say? Yeah, Zyper install. Install it. No. See, if you install this, I get this message that after that it say. No. See, you should not blindly do it.
Okay.
Scroll down.
Here I see. I think they did something.
Okay, do it. Let's see.
Yeah.
No provider it says.
Okay.
No package found.
Don't know how to do that.
No. Paste. Give me that error. Paste me in the chat. Try this command. Wrapper install tomcat -lib stdc. I've given you the chat.
Okay, same error, but this library name is different. I got one solution here for this error provider.
For Suze.
Yeah, here that provider error.
Okay.
I ran the code hyperws and I got this one. I think we have to try this one.
Yeah. RPM hyphen.
This one RPM.
Yes,
This one.
RPM hyphen UVH. Is it UVH or IVH? As far as I know, IVH is for installation. Yes.
First we have to download RPM or what?
But ours is 5, right?
Yes.
Ours is 5. What is the version of your SUSE?
Where I can check it. 4.1. Here it's showing 6 plus
Yes,
6 and we are looking at 5.
5. See, it is showing 32-bit, 32-bit.
32-bit local.
We need 64-bit. It has 32-bit.
Yes.
Maybe we'll have to remove 6 and Yeah,
or we
RPIFN,
can
yeah,
install.
RPIFN UVH space 6. Remove that 6. That RPM space UVH space the stuff.
Okay, this enter stuff.
No, no, not this. I'll call copy only RPM hyphen UVH.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, paste it. Now copy that LBCDG 6. That's 6. Yeah, paste
Hmm.
it. Enter.
No such file. Okay. Data install. Okay.
What does it say? I'm not able to see the screen. Where does
No
it
such
say?
file or directory. Actually, here what they have mentioned on this page, they are run this command, then it will output a list of that libstdc.
Oh,
Okay, then they have installed from that list. Then can we install it 6? It's showing the list of all these
okay.
modules or lib.
Install
We
6.
can try plus 6. Okay. It's already installed. No update candidate for the highest available version is already installed. What is available?
Okay, it is looking for 6.6 hyphen 5 and your this thing is looking for 5.
Yeah.
Highest is already there. So that is the problem.
Yes. Or I will sort out this issue by tomorrow.
No, you can
I need
sort
to
it out,
Google
but this is basically we
it.
do once you start the Apache, you can directly access
Mhm.
localhost slash benefits. You will be able to access your application.
Okay.
This is how basically it is. So you don't have to give any port, nothing. Localhost slash benefits will access your application and you can navigate through your application. Then the request will always be coming from your application server.
Okay. So it will going through that Apache to the
Yeah,
web-based
Apache
server,
to web
right?
server. So like you don't have to give port for Apache. You don't have to define port for your application. Directly localhost slash
Mhm.
your application, you can access your application.
Okay.
Like so far we were
So,
accessing localhost colon port 0 slash benefits, right?
Yes.
Now in real-time environment, what it happens? www.hdfcbank.com slash netbanking. It's basically like this.
Okay.
Yes,
so
Sunit.
Shankar,
Yes.
for me, will have the same kind of issues or it will be smooth?
Sorry.
Because I do that the same exercise I'll do after this session. So just wanted to confirm, like,
No, I don't think you should have any issues because you are using Red Hat, right? CentOS.
right.
No, you should not have any issues. See,
Okay.
basically, you will never ever face this issue in real-time environments because the installation is done properly. Now, in our case, we get a ISO, install it, right?
Mhm.
We don't do
Yes.
anything. So, the CentOS that you're downloading, you should not have any issues. If you stuck somewhere, just do a Google. You will get 110% fix. Now, SUSE, it was a time when people used to use SUSE. Now, no one uses SUSE. Okay, that is the reason we are not having enough information and a perfect fix in Google as well. But yes, if you spend some time in Google, you will get a fix for this thing. But if you face an issue at the same time like Sudhakar is facing, in Google in 5 minutes you will get a solution to it.
Yes. For Sujay, we don't have much content on Google.
Yes, getting the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is how basically the WebLogic to Apache integration is very simple. Step number 1, copy the plugin file. Step number 2, load the module in the configuration file. Step number 3, add the if module. Step number 4, start Apache. Step number 5, access your application from Apache.
Yes.
Any doubts?
No.
No.
100%. It's very easy, very easy. Now this is a error that we must not get, but unfortunately, yes, we do get this error, and then otherwise we have done all the configuration. Only thing is that we have to access it.
Yes.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay,
I'm
if you have
good.
any questions at all, we already have a group. You can either ping on group or one-to-one. You have an email address as well. You can do that. So what I will do is I will drop an email to Vasu saying that the course is completed. And if you guys have any suggestions for me, we have our site, you know, svitechnologies.com. Please do give suggestions if you like the training or not. And be very honest, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, be honest and give reviews on the site, because now this SVR technology have started a new stuff saying that we have to get the reviews to get more candidates. Okay, whether it is true or false, do give it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Sure,
and if you
Shankar.
have any questions at all, any questions at all, you can reach out to me anytime you want.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the
just
videos will be there like in YouTube,
always,
right?
yeah, it will be always with you guys.
Okay.
Use your login, get inside, go inside it, have all the videos. If you have any questions in any of the video, you can always ping me back. Come back to me
So
anytime you
Shankar,
want.
quick question before you go, like what other technology you train people?
I train, I used to train on jboss, but I've stopped training on jboss because I have found a person who is 10,000 times, 1 crore times better than me in jboss.
Okay.
So I know I cannot go with that. Then I train Tomcat as well, Apache Tomcat. So these 3 technologies I used to train, but now I only go with WebLogic and Tomcat.
So in your like technology, do you have anyone who teaches the DB thing?
Yes. Which DB do you want?
Sorry,
Which database you want?
Oracle or DB2? Anything is fine.
You will get both. Don't worry about it. There are very good trainers.
Okay.
DB2. For that, you can directly talk to Vasu, which you want, and you will get that training. Okay. And also one more thing. In case if you are not liking the trainer that you have got for database, okay, and if you are not very comfortable to speak to Vasu, you can definitely come back to me. I'll help you on that as well.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Try to change the trainer for you as well. I'll talk to these guys and we can change the trainer if you don't like the database trainer. Because there have been cases wherein someone don't like a particular trainer. I mean, like maybe he has got good knowledge, but he doesn't know how to get that knowledge into the student's brain. That is very important. So sometimes it happens. So in case if you face anything in with SVR technologies, you can reach out to me for that as well.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks
a lot,
you guys have been very cooperative to me. I really appreciate that. Okay, and all the best. And please get back to me if you have any questions. Okay, and please go through the videos. Also,
Yeah, sure.
if you guys can communicate amongst each other. Okay, if you want a refresher class, maybe let's say you go through all the videos after 15 days, 20 days, 1 month, you want a refresher class, we can arrange a refresher class for a couple of hours, and that will be absolutely free. You don't have to pay for that class.
Okay.
That is basically what I prefer, which SVR technologies don't prefer, but I prefer that. Okay, so you guys can communicate with.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. No, I do that with but unfortunately, so far in 4.5 years of my training career, there were only 3 students who came back to me and said that they want a refresher class. I had last batch I had very wonderful students. Unfortunately, even none of them came back saying that they want a refresher class. They do ping me when they have issues, but they don't want a refresher class. But understand one thing, the refresher class is useful for you only. Right? Because many times what happens, yes, you will go through the videos, but sometimes you might tend to forget. So if you do that, it's better. So you can decide amongst yourself if you want it. You can let Vasu know directly. You can let us know, because we already have a group. You can post it in group, and we can have a couple of hours of the refresh class as well. Okay. All right then, guys. Thanks for your time. I'll just drop an email to Vasu saying that we have completed. Please get back to me for any issues, and do write a review. Do give a review, and that too honest reviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right then, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.